Hello everyone, and welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm Roscuro, and this is by far my favorite game on the Nintendo DS, and I figured I deserved to treat myself for once, because I just got done playing Atashi no Riri a while ago, and I freaking deserve this. Let's do this. New game. We will start with Episode 1, the first Turnabout. Go. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught! Not like this! I've got to find someone to pin this on! Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it! Oh... Well, that didn't spoil anything. No spoilers there. No siree. I have no idea who this killer could be. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby No. 2. Go. Go. Why am I nervous? Right. Mia! Oh, hiya, Chief! Aw, young Phoenix is so adorable. How he has grown over the series. Ooh, glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Well, thanks for having confidence in me, Mia. I really don't think you do at all. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Ooh, I wonder who the defendant could be. Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. Yeah! Let's go help our friend, because friendship is what matters most and what not. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Oh, Larry. Larry. Trouble yet again. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! Whoa there, Larry. Calm down. Chill out, mate. Have a burger or something. What? What's wrong, Larry? Whoa, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away? Oh no, somebody took your baby away? Well, we better go find the baby! The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Ooh, Larry, you're in trouble. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Do tell, Phoenix. Oh, look at the ketchup. Ah, I remember when I used to bleed ketchup. It was delicious. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Classic line. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. Yeah, pretty much. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Power of friendship, damn it. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case. To clear his name. Right, let us go and do this thing. And that's just what I'm going to do. Forward and onward. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 2. Robble, 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 robble. Judgy! I freaking love the judge. He's basically every character in this game's amazing. In one way or another. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, Winston Payne. I don't even know what to say about you. Blandy McBlanderson. The, defense is ready, Your Honor? Ahem. Mr. Wright. This is your first trial, is it not? Indeed, I am a newbie and whatnot. Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge, and for your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Bring it, Your Honor. I am so ready for this test of will and whatnot. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. Oh, Phoenix, pull yourself together, mate. We can do this. Hard slap on the back and whatnot. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Will do, Your Honor, will do. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant would be Mr. Larry Butz, Phoenix Wright. Maya Faye. No, that would be Larry. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct! Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Oh, the victim's name. I do know this one, you're right, Phoenix. Woo, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Oh man, I am just the best at doing my homework and whatnot. I am a good attorney. Wait. Uh-oh. Oh, Phoenix, why do you suck so much at being a lawyer? No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Oh, Phoenix. It's okay, sweetheart, I remember. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name! I just forgot! Temporarily! Yes, that's all we did, Maya. We just forgot for a second. Don't hurt us, please. Don't suffocate us in your breasts or something like that. Please don't. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time, okay? Thank you for giving us that pro tip, Mia. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please? I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? That would be Mrs. Cindy— No, not Mia Fey. It is not my boss, darn it. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. I do love puns, and that is one of the bestest things of Phoenix Wright. Everybody has a freaking pun for a name. Well, except for the judge, but as far as I know, the judge doesn't have a name. Maybe he does. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? The cause of death was being too beautiful. For the world, we had to murder her because of that.
She died because she was...
She was hit with a blunt object, Your Honor. To be more specific, a statue of the Thinker.
Which isn't actually a statue at all. Spoilers. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Well, I can think of a few, Your Honor. I don't think Phoenix is ready for this case in the least bit. He did not do the necessary homework to do this case, although he never really does, so...
You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Aw, Phoenix, you're so pathetic.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Oh, Winston Payne, you guy.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object.
Indeed, a blunt object of sorts.
Would you explain to the court just what that object, quote-unquote, was?
Yes, do the explanations and things, Payne.
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker.
Well, I think that's great.
It was lying on the floor, next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Indeed.
Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check out the court record frequently.
Ooh, the judge has pounded his gavel, and thus we will call the first witness.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand.
Oh my gosh, Larry's going to be the first one to testify? Well, I'm sure that will end out splendidly. Nothing wrong could ever happen with that.
Chief? What do I do now?
Oh man, Phoenix. How did you even make it out of law school, darling?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Oh, Mia, Mia, Mia. Prepare to be disappointed.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
What do you mean? Nothing bad could possibly happen. Nothing bad could be said by this man of men.
Ahem. Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently jumped you?
Oh, that's just mean. That is mean-spirited, good sir. You are stabbing the knife within my good friend Mr. Butz, and I reject that.
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
And they died.
Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you, anyway?
Mr. Butz, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men! No, it cannot be! She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
Lies and slander!
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record.
Ooh, more evidence. And it appears that Miss Cindy Stone wasn't as nice as we first thought. She was cheating on poor, naive Larry.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way!
The victim was a model, but she did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Delicious.
Daddies? Sugar?
Oh boy, sweet, scrumptious sugar that just melts in your mouth and no.
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now?
Don't say anything, Larry. Shut up.
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions.
That am true, Phoenix. That am true.
Should I wait and see what happens, or stop him from answering?
Did he say, stop him?
I forget what happens. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Ooh, winced. He just winced, and you might even say he winced in pain. Ha 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 ha. Aha.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? The cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this!
Ooh. Larry, you are not helping with our case, man. Pull yourself together, mister.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Gulp!
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. Wow,
I'm sorry about that. I was going to read them both, but then I pressed the button too fast.
I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth.
We are the best at sending the signals. There's no way he could have misinterpreted that.
Yeah, I was there. I went. Robble, 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 robble. Order. Well, Mr. Butz? Dude, chill! She wasn't home, man! So, like, I didn't see her.
Shut up, Winston! You and your girly sissy objections.
Your Honor, the victim is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
I wonder who the witness could be.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
A man who found the victim's body.
Dun dun dun!
Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Robble, 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 robble.